question right here. What is my secret? You know what, honestly, it's not a secret at all. I'm thinking in numbers. I feel like that's the best way for me to answer that question. Whenever I'm playing music, I'm not just thinking about the notes that I'm playing. I'm thinking about the numbers that I'm playing. Right now I'm on the 2, right, to the 3, to the 4, to the sharp 4, to the 5, to the flat 6, the flat 7, and then back home to the 1. That 1 is the tonal center, right? That 1, and that's why that 1 is in red right here. Right now I'm in the key of C. Once that tonal center is established, all the other notes take on a relative position. And that to me is how everything is working, all right? You need to understand that every song, every section of music has a tonal center. Once you establish that tonal center, all the other notes take on a relative position. And when you get used to processing things numerically, it's almost like you're listening to music like the way that you would look at colors. When you see blue, you know it's blue, right? When you see red, you know it's red, right? When you hear 1, you know it's home, right? And sometimes home is bright and sunny, and sometimes home is gray and cloudy. But home is always the 1. And every chord, every scale, every mode, every interval, it's all just a formula relative to, guess what? That 1. So that's what makes this wheel so powerful. I cannot believe this hasn't been in music schools 50 years ago. I mean, a booklet that has all the formulas for chords, scales, modes. There's even a page that will show you how to read chord symbols. Even if you can't read music, and it doesn't matter what instrument you play, all right? All of these chords, all of these formulas, they're applicable to any instrument designed around these 12 notes, which is basically every instrument in orchestra, piano, guitar, saxophone, clarinet, flute, you name it. This wheel is going to apply. So order yours today. Keep those questions coming. Guys, this isn't a secret. I want you to learn. I want you to understand exactly what's going on in my brain so that you can make your own music someday. And watch this, I'm going to modulate. That means that I changed the home. That means I changed the 1. What a beautiful sound that is. Thank you guys so much. Keep those questions coming. I'll see you guys soon. What's up, Sarandon? You know, I hear you. When we're developing as musicians, it's so easy to fall into the same patterns, you know, gravitating to the same chord progressions, and over time it can start to feel really uninspired, you know. And you know, when it comes to R&B and neo-soul and gospel, I think what draws so many of us in is that feeling of freshness, you know. It's that moment your brain goes like, wait, what was that, you know? There's a certain color to the chords, you know, more depth, more tension, you know, more movement, and honestly, sometimes it's just more chords overall, right? So, you know, to me, the real questions are, how do we add color and tension without losing the integrity of the chord, you know? Like taking an A-flat major triad, you know, and turning it into a A-flat major 7 with a 9 and the sharp 11. Or, you know, how do we use passing chords to make it feel like more of a journey, you know? That's exactly the kind of stuff that this wheel and the booklet that comes with it was designed to help with. Honestly, it's the most effective, concise masterclass in music theory that I could imagine, all right? And I first made it for my private students years ago, and honestly, I wouldn't even bother teaching without it, okay? It's like the IKEA version of music theory, right? It's super visual, all right? It's really clear. Everything is just formulas, okay? And lining up those numbers with those notes. And if you spend enough time with this, if you really just sit and spend some time with this, I really believe it'll really start to click. All right, meanwhile, here's a fun idea. I was thinking, drop a chord progression, all right, in the comments below that you think is uninspired, right? And I will show you exactly how to give it a harmonic makeover. How's that sound, all right? Thank you guys so much for following along. Order a wheel if you want to learn, and I will see you guys in the next video.